Hello everyone, I'm Sharpedo once again, and I'm here with another Wi-Fi battle, and today my opponent in this battle is going to be PaPaSea, who is another streamer on Twitch. And this is not the first time we battle, this is actually the second time. I think the first time we battled, he like 5-0'd me or something, and as a result I was just like, eh. I felt that loss was too standard, especially because I think I choked very badly. But yeah, this is going to be another battle that I had with him. Again, this is like another battle that I just snatched from him just because Sunnyman was getting closer and closer to releasing, and I just wanted to get as many battles as I can against everybody, and probably more than once or something. And this is the battle, and I'm gonna pretty much use the same team that I used against all those other people, the one that was actually the ideal team and whatnot. But yeah, and I'm gonna lead off with Swampert right here just to get the rocks going, but he actually leads off with OG, which is the Tangela, and I'd rather like not stay in on this thing, so I just switch out and I go into Rose Raid because I wanted to sludge bomb this thing. He goes for Giga Dream, and I'm glad I switched out because not only was that a super effective against Swampert, but it was also a crit, so I just saved myself from a crit. How do you like that? Predicting the hacks again. That's crazy. Anyways, I just go for Sleep Powder here because I'm confident he's gonna switch because he doesn't want to take a sludge bomb, so I go for Sleep Powder. And here, I'm going to definitely just switch out Rosary because I don't want to risk this thing waking up first turn like freaking Heisenberg did. And how do you say, switch into Diancie. He didn't wake up though, thankfully, so I'm like, okay. Now here, I can just definitely Mega Ball without protecting and just go for the Earth Power because it's asleep, and I'm pretty confident that because my Diancie is invested in speed, I definitely outspeed. And I think Torkoal is slower, so I definitely could just go for it here. And if he switches out, well, then I just get some damage on whatever switches in. And then here, I think he switches out again, seeing how I went for Earth Power and goes back into Tangela, just to be able to take the Earth Power. But I just switch it up to Diamond Storm in case he goes for the Aerodactyl instead. I go for Protect here just to see what else he wants to do, and he goes for just Giga Drain. So I'm like, okay, let me just switch out again. I think here I just go back into Roserade. Yeah, I do. And then here I still have the Torkoal asleep, so I have to just go for a Sludge Bomb and hope he doesn't go into what he has on his other team, which is Cobalion. But he goes into Ditto instead, and this is another Pokemon I actually don't like, honestly, because this thing is actually gonna trace my goddamn Roserade, and now it's gonna see what I have as a moveset. I just go for Sludge Bomb, and thankfully it does a lot of damage to this Ditto. Unfortunately, can't poison it though because it's also tracing the typing of Roserade. But I did get damage on it, so that's good. He tries to go for Sludge Bomb as well, and I didn't mind him going for the Hidden Power Ground either, honestly, because it was not gonna be. I had the Air Balloon on Bisharp anyway, so it was either that or go for Giga Drain, honestly. But he didn't either, so he went for Sludge Bomb, and I think double switched here. Oh no! I tried to go for a knockoff, I think, and then I switched back into Zapdos just to get the But he gets the Leech Seed off, so I'm like, okay. Here I'm definitely going to Volt Switch because I don't want to take more Leech Seeds. And I think here I just go back once again to Roserade, because I don't want this thing to... It's because I don't really have much switch-ins for this thing, honestly. And not to mention he tried going for Toxic, so even better. I have to go into Roserade. It's like the ideal switch into this Tangela so far. But he now switches into this thing, and I actually violated the Sleep Clause right here. Thank God I missed that, because if I landed that Sleep Powder, I would have so freaking lost right there. Thankfully, I didn't hit that Sleep Powder, because the Torkoal, I forgot that the Torkoal was still asleep, so I was like, oh shit. Thank goodness I didn't freaking go for, I landed the Sleep Powder. Like, for the first time in ever, I actually am glad that I don't hit a Sleep Powder. But here he just goes into Ditto, and I just try to freaking Volt Switch it. He goes into Ragnarok, and I'm actually glad I Volt Switched it here, because honestly this Aerodactyl was actually one of the scariest threats on his team, because I think this was the Mega, but I just KO'd it with a crit Volt Switch. It probably mattered though, because this Zapdos is not offensive, so it is stab, but I don't know. I mean, Aerodactyl does have flimsy defenses, but again, I don't know. I don't calculate these things, so I go into Swampert here after Volt Switching, and he just goes back into Tangela. I just go back into Roserade because I, again, can't afford to just stay in. And as you can see, it's just proving my point even further because this thing keeps going straight for the Giga Drain. Imagine if I make the risky play and stay in, I would have just lost Swampert then and there. He goes back into Locomotive, which is the Torkoal, and Here, it seems like he's just going to let it die, so I just go for the Sludge Bomb. So I'm just like, okay, that's good. Now I'm not going to violate Sleep Clause if I try to put something else to sleep. Like, goddamn. That was scary, though. I'm actually glad I missed that. Man, you have no idea. But here he goes into Cobalion, and I know this thing is faster than Roserade, so I'm just like, you know what, I gotta switch out. I gotta go into Zapdos. And if he goes for Stone Edge, then rip me, honestly. But he just goes for Volt Switch, and I'm like, oh shit, this thing gets Volt Switch? I kind of forgot that he got it, honestly. Because I think I've seen it before, but I just forgot I had it. And then here he goes into Ditto. I think here I just go for the Heat Wave, I think? Yeah, I think I just go for Heat Wave. Oh no, I switch out too. So I switch out, and then I go into Swampert, and then he Volt Switches, and it doesn't work, so he's forced to switch out again. All this switching kind of led me to finally just try to go for these rocks, because I really need them, because there's been a lot of switching going on, and because the rocks are not up, I just can't get anything going, basically. We're just switching around for no reason. So I just switch out Swampert right here and go for Zapdos, and actually go for the Giga Drain. Or he goes for the Giga Drain. What am I, a dumbass? Seriously? Okay, and I go for Roost here because I want to keep this Zapdos healthy because I need this thing for the Cobalion, because Cobalion is actually kind of scary. It outspeeds the majority of my team. I know Swampert could take hits, but I don't know. If it has Swords, then I could be in a very bad position. So yeah, I needed Zapdos. And he goes for the Toxic on my Zapdos with Tangela, and I was like, oh right, I forgot that this thing carried Toxic, so I was like, okay. Here, I think I just Volt Switch, because he doesn't really have any Volt Switch immunity either, so I'm just like, I'm free to Volt Switch whenever I want. And then here, I just go into Roserade again, because again, there's just no way I'm not going to let this matchup go down. And he tries going for a Leech Seed, so once again, I'm actually glad that I switched in Roserade, because damn. Like, I was debating so many times if I wanted to make a risky play and just stay in, but no, thankfully, I just keep making the safe play, and it actually keeps paying off. Here, he switches into Ditto, traces my Roserade, and I'm just here, just gonna finish it off with a hidden Power Ground. I thought he would have switched to Cobalion, so I didn't want to go for Sludge Bomb, so yeah. But now he gets another free switch into Cobalion yet again. Like, this Cobalion is really pressuring my Roserade so damn hard, it's crazy. I'm forced to switch it out every single damn time. And I go back into Zapdos. I wanted to see if now he'd go for the Close Combat. He doesn't. He actually goes for the Iron Head. I guess he thought I was gonna stay in, because I've been thinking about it many times already. So yeah, but I just choose not to ultimately, just because I'm really afraid of this kind of this risky play that he might make or something, and that it might pay off for him. That's not what I wanted. I outspeed this thing though, the Cobalion, and I was like, what the? How did I outspeed? And it didn't go for counter, so I was like, what the hell? It actually was slower. It was a slow Cobalion, and I was like, yo, if Zapdos, who is not even invested in speed, could outspeed him, my Roserade could have so outsped this thing long time ago. But oh well. And here he went for Close Combat. I just roared it because I thought he was going to switch it out, because I could easily just Earthquake it, but he didn't do that, so I mispredicted right there. I go into Bisharp though, because I didn't want this thing to just Giga Drain my, my, what's it called? And Ditto and Aerodactyl are both gone. Two things that could have ground type hit my Bisharp, and I just, now I don't care if I lose the Air Balloon, so he went for Giga Drain, breaking down the Air Balloon as a result. And here what I do is I actually do predict him to switch out. Oh, no, I don't. I actually go for Knockoff, actually. And then I switch out. Yeah, because that's exactly what happened. I knocked off the Assault Vest, which is actually really useful, because this is the reason why I wasn't confident that Zapdos could take out the Cobalion very easily, because it was Assault Vested. Or I was afraid it could have just been a Spadef invested one, because its defense is already pretty high, so I figured the Spadef could be invested as well, but it wasn't. So I sent out Lucario just once again to freaking die. This is so annoying that my poor Lucario is just coming in just to die. Damn. Anyways, I just go for Heat Wave on this thing, because now I realize that I simply outspeed it and just send it in and outspeed it and just go for Heat Wave. I finally take out this Cobalion, which was literally the pressuring point of this whole match, honestly. And now he's just going to send out Nia Teplin, which is this Clefable. Once again, these annoying ass Clefables. I'm going to go for the Volt Switch. I don't have the Dragonite anymore, so I have to send in my only one answer to this thing, and that's Bisharp. And hope to God he doesn't go for Thunder Wave. And he didn't. He actually went for Stealth Rocks here. And this gave me the chance to just simply go for the Iron Head, go for damage. And if he KOs my Bisharp, I'd just be able to send in Roserade, which can also check this thing. I tells you, I was literally just preparing for Clefables, because Clefables are so annoying in OU. But yeah, he sends out his last Pokemon, which is the Tangela, and he just runs. I mean, I don't know why he did that, but he said it was just to save time. But I mean, and yeah, it kind of makes sense because this PaPaSea is really like the time-saving kind of guy anyway. But yeah, and honestly, it's all good. I don't usually post forfeits, but I mean, I'm just gonna post this one because it's against PaPaSea, and this is more just to mark when I've been following PaPaSea. I've been following him when Generation 6 was still a thing, so yeah, that's just it's more of a way to leave my mark on when I followed PaPaSea, kind of a thing. But yeah, either way, that was a good game nonetheless, and it was a pretty long one too. A bunch of plays were made. But yeah, stay tuned for the next battle because there's still more, and we're once again getting closer to the end. So yeah, have a good one.